I'm Donald with Steambright Supply, and today we're going to talk about our 3-motor HEPA vacuum system that handles both wet and dry contaminants as well as hazardous products. And this system is got a 20-gallon stainless steel drum with 3 vacuum motors bolted on an aluminum dolly that has stair climbing wheels and a 6.5-gallon tank as a pre-separator. It includes 50 feet of 2-inch vacuum hose and tools, as well as an adapter cuff that you can just unscrew and screw back on, which allows you to be able to use your pipe or your crevice tool, dusting tool, or either of these 2 floor attachments. To put the floor attachments on, simply give this a little twist, and these you can change the heads out, and these are both swivel style connections. This particular vacuum has 3 of these vacuum motors in it, and underneath each vac motor is a check valve system, so that in the event you don't use all 3 vac motors, that check valve will cover the hole and stop the air from going backwards through the vacuum you're not using. Each one of these vacuum motors draws about 8 amps of power, but with the filters in place and the hose and the tool on the floor, they're averaging about 7 to 7.5 amps each. The way we wired it is we have 2 vac motors on a 12.3 by 25 foot power cord, and then the individual vac motor by itself is on a 14.3 by 25 foot power cord. And you can see we've also mounted a hanger here to put your cords on, so that when you're traveling up and down stairs, you don't have to worry about them falling off and getting into your wheel system. Each of the hoses has a quick disconnect system on it. There's a little button here you can push that allows you to be able to disconnect your hose. So like putting it back on again, you just push and they snap into place. If I spin this thing around, I can push this button here, pull this hose off, and lift this bucket off. There is a little lever here to squeeze, and this allows you to be able to squeeze that and open that lid up. So what happens is, as the air, dirt, and water come into this, it makes a 90-degree turn and creates a cyclonic effect inside of it to separate your heavier products that stay in the bucket, whether it's water or concrete dust or what have you. These all-thread rods are installed in here. During full occlusion with the vacuum hose, this prevents any paneling or sucking in on the plastic tank. On the top, you have your second stage filtration. So your first level of filtration is going to be the bucket. The second is going to be your large contaminant filter to keep rocks from entering the HEPA filtration system. If you're going to put this back on, there are arrows on the lid as well as on the bucket that allow you to line that up. And that bucket does stay in place if you're going up downstairs. For people that have shorter vans, if you need to take this handle off, we do have these pull pins. There's 4 of them on here. And you can pull those off by simply, I don't know if you want to come around a little closer. I'm actually just going to take a flathead screwdriver and pull on this. and pull that out. And you do that with all 4 of them. And that allows you to be able to just lift this whole, both these handles will come right off. I'm also going to show you how to put it back on. I'm going to do the opposite. And they're on there really snug. To take this top off the vacuum unit, I'll set the cords to the side, and let me go ahead and pull this other vacuum hose off. There are 2 clips on the side, one on each side here. And then this just lifts off. This poly cotton filter that's in here lifts out, and you can see there is a high efficiency yellow paper bag for your dust. If you're using water pickup, you would remove this bag. This filter here, so this is going to be your, it has 5 different levels of filtration. You have, first is the bucket, the second is the filter on the top of the lid, the third is the paper, the fourth is the cotton polyester filter, and then the 5th is the HEPA. This filter here, this polyester filter, is washable. When this gets dirty, you can blow it out and wash it with soap and water, let it dry, and then put it back in. This HEPA filter is also removable and washable. This is used with the clean stream media. We have a video on our website that shows how efficient this is with your HEPA filtration. And the nice thing with this being that you can wash it and reuse it over and over. This has 82 pleats on it, has over 10.82 square feet of media space for filtration. You'll also see there's a little bit of a gasket here material, so that way when this fits in here, it makes a real snug fit. And to put this filter back, I'm just going to pull on those springs, and that goes on there like that. It does not matter which way this faces. This can go on any direction. Just for aesthetics, I put the switches to the front. You notice these switches have dust covers on them for protection against dust as well as spills. On the bottom of your 20-gallon stainless drum, there's also a clip here for emptying any liquids out of the drum. This unit here does have, it's bolted to the dolly, both down here at the bottom as well as on the sidewall. So it's designed with a little bit of space in here to allow you to be able to remove the top. This whole unit only weighs 88 pounds, and it's 60 inches tall if you leave the handle on, and it's, I believe, about 44 inches tall when you take the handle off if you're storing it in a shorter roofed van or truck. Overall, this unit is extremely economical compared to other HEPA units that have 3 motors in them. And it produces 288 CFM at 90 inches of lift. At 88 pounds with stair climbing wheels, mostly all aluminum construction, it makes it real easy to maneuver around. The cord that pulls with 2 back motors is only 15 amps, and the other power cord only uses 7.5. So the total vacuum is 21.5 inches. 21.5 amps of power at 120 volts on 3,000 watts of vacuum. So you have 1,000 watts of vacuum for each motor. Anyway, thanks for watching.